Good morning. Good morning. Back on another episode of Talk to Tanner. This is the morning show where we focus on personal development to create the very best version of ourselves so we can be more present, helpful for the people we care and love most. Remember, it is not selfish to work on yourself. Well, if we're going to be selfish in the good ways, right? There's good and bad. The good side of selfishness is personal improvement. And today we're going to quickly go over 4 ways to help personally improve. I like lists. It's proven within hundreds and thousands of studies that people, when it's in a list format, 1, 2, 3, 4, much more digestible. It's within all of our learning still in the education system today. Is that outdated? Maybe, maybe not. I know personally when I'm reading articles and it says, these are the 5 ways to do this. This is the 4 ways to do this. Something about the catching of the numbers in the list makes learning easier. So maybe you can use that for your own marketing strategy. But for today's, we're going to go through 4 personal developments. Let's go ahead and we're going to get to the whiteboard. I can kind of up this a little bit. All right, let's get right to it. So again, we're going over 4 traits, 4 that help with personal development. Number 1, emotions. So humans are emotional creatures. And so we're going to talk just for a moment about emotions. And when it comes to emotions, I want you to think of you in your own perspective this morning, thinking about how you react to things. What are the emotions I feel most often? Do you happy, sad, excited, nervous, anxious? What are some of the emotions that you feel most often? What are you doing when you're feeling these certain types of emotions? Do we ever think, this is a classic with emotions, do we ever put ourselves in an unnecessary thought to make us feel a negative emotion to beat ourselves up? Example, coworker, parent, they have some form of ideology and they said something to you that made you upset. You don't react to it. You don't like talk back. You're trying to be respectful, but now you're going off on this battle in your head, going back and forth of what you'll say to the next. How could you defend yourself? Like this whole imagination taking us as far from reality, and then this emotion is carrying all this weight. Or maybe it's just feeling negative emotions more than we'd like to. First, mastering our emotions and understanding that our emotions dictate how we feel, and our feelings control how we act. We feel certain emotions, and our emotions dictate how we feel, and how we feel is how we act. So understanding that these are so interconnected can be a powerful tool and tip. So just a quick little reminder, thinking of emotions, thinking of when you're feeling emotions, when you're riled up by them. Am I feeling enough positive ones? Am I feeling too many negative ones? Where's your balance at with it? Are you being too hard on yourself? Just a friendly reminder that emotions are powerful and they play a huge role in how we feel and how we act. Number 2, energy. And then we'll go physical. Physical, if I can spell. Energy. So we're talking about energy. The next thing up for personal development that we want to try to improve constantly is our energy. Are you tired? Are you feeling lethargic? Do you need something to kind of get you up and get you going in the morning? Do you need more movement? What could that movement possibly be? Don't be scared to ask yourself questions of energy. Maybe something you're doing the food thing, the food test. A great thing for energy with food is you eat something and then 15 minutes later you write down how you feel. How's your energy? Where's your state at? and then try and build up a log, because energy with a lot of my clients tends to be one of the biggest drainers of energy, whether that's bad food or nicotine consumption is a huge drainer of energy, alcohol consumption, huge drainer of energy. And who are we surrounding ourselves with? Our physical environment. Are we working out enough? Are we giving our body a real chance to have the energy we need? But just think of in terms of energy and how can I improve this energy? Because our energy has a big impact on our emotions. And you'll see as we kind of keep going down the list how a lot of these are still interconnected. So energy affecting emotions, emotions affecting how we feel and how we actually act. You can see how these tie together. Okay, moving on to the next one, we have relationships. Okay, relationships. So I have emotions. I'm feeling really sad, and when I'm feeling really sad, my energy is feeling real low. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do anything but just watch Netflix all day. And when I have low energy, I can't go out there and build relationships. Relationships. Love and money. We've been talking about relationships and the importance of them and how important they can be. There's two things that usually get people's attention when it comes to relationships that can be very powerful is the ability to feel and to love, whether it's even your coworker. I'm not saying you got to grab them and kiss them, or your partner, just feeling love for who you get to spend the rest of your life with, or the excitement and the thrill of meeting new people and being open-minded to the idea of a good, loving relationship. And additionally, if you want to talk about money, which we'll kind of get into here in a second, relationships, who you know and how you go about it. There was a secret that not a secret. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense when we talk about it and say it out loud. But say if you have monetary goals and your goal is to make money, if you build relationships with people who already have money, your chances of making more money significantly increase. It's like, oh yeah, duh, Tanner, I already know that. No, but really, if you make people money who already have money, you will get more money. There's this weird, within our type of economic structure, the capitalistic society, right? When we're working with these types of people who already have the capital, who do you think they have relationships with? Poor people? People who don't have adequate resources? And no, this channel is not all about money, but if you just sit around and we focus too much on meditation, too much in living in the moment today, and we don't have good monetary goals as well, they're going to come take your furniture. Gas prices in the winter here in the Midwest are getting higher and higher. So there's certain qualities and things that we want to have and we want to have access to. So keeping that in mind. So under the importance of relationships, if we can continue to improve our relationships and by feeling love, being empathetic for people who we're interacting with, we're continuing to, and we can also have a better idea on our monetary goals through the relationships, they can really compound and work together well. And the last one, because I already kind of ranted about it, money. Number 4 for personal development. Having some type of monetary goal, being very specific. This can include budgeting, it can include just like a big goal in general. So having some type of budgeting plan or having a big monetary goal for in the future, such as my goal is to sell off all my rental property real estate and buy a massive fucking resort down south where I can run away from the winters here and help people through addiction over nicotine, sugar, and a lot of these other harsh things that are absolutely killing us as a society. But I'm not going to bitch and moan about that too much on here and focus more on the opportunity and understanding that clarity is powerful. Clarity is very powerful in knowing what it is that we want monetarily, so we can spend and we can give and we can help support the people we love and care about. Because remember, giving is the best feeling we're going to get monetarily. The relationships we're going to need to create ourselves in that position, the energy we're going to have to show up with to be able to build these relationships. I mean, if I was just kind of lethargic and like, go help yourself, quit nicotine, don't eat sugar. Yeah. Your goals are important too. I love you. We got to have the energy to be able to show up and to create those relationships, and relationships giving us that monetary standpoint. And then the emotions, where it all starts. How do you feel right now? What are you doing? What's around you? What are you focused on? And understanding that these emotions, and we need physical, I need to drop my chalk, the physical fitness to have that emotional state when something comes up, when things are constantly changing, because change is constant. Change is always going to be coming, changing for you daily. And it's our responsibility to have the right emotional state to be able to handle that, to create the right energy, to be able to have those relationships and reach our monetary goals and give back to causes that we actually give a shit about. Because that feels good. That feels so good when I'm working towards what it is I actually want and care about. Beautiful, beautiful concept, right? So here you go again. Last quick recap: improving our emotions, improving our energy, improving those relationships to help reach our monetary goals. Where do you sit? What would you like to improve on more? Are there one of these, maybe the emotional state, or maybe the relationships? Tanner, I don't know where to get started with. I don't know who to talk to about this. You can always go down over to talktotanner.com, set up a free coaching session. I would love to break down any of these topics, put up a plan, know exactly what it is you want, the plan in place, and why does it matter? Why are we doing it? Because you got to have a why behind it all. Emotions, energy, relationships, money. Where do we stand? What can we improve? Let's get after it today. Everyone have an amazing Friday going into the rest of the weekend. Here to help in any way I can. Your morning life coach, Tanner DeWitt. We're rolling over the 10-minute mark. I'm going to get you guys out of here. Thanks again for stopping in this morning. Big energy today. Feeling pretty psyched about it. Let's keep kicking ass and taking names. Have a wonderful day, you all. Help somebody. Get a plan down. You got this. Let's kick some ass. Cheers. Let's play some music getting out of here. The dance pop one any good? Some music. Ooh. Have a good Friday. Keep kicking ass, taking names. Your morning life coach, Talk to Tanner. Over at talktotanner.com. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful, amazing weekend. And I will be seeing you all Monday morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Live. Be there. Be square. Cheers, friends.